What is up, folks? My name is Smoother16 and welcome today to Ecstasy, Light, Inertia. So this is a short, immersive, sound-based exploration game. But I thought I'd give it a shot. Not sure what the hell that bit is on the side, but alright. Now, it did say something about playing it in VR, so I don't know if that's going to bugger it up or not.
I remember that day. The sunset strummed her brilliant tune across the darkening sky, throwing hues of golden orange, crimson red, and pastel pink through the window. The book in my hand was a candle flame, warming my palms. My father cued Rain Song upon the record player, and all was still aside from this angelic play of light and sound. For a moment at least. Then he took my hand. We danced together in the dying of the sunset's glory. Our feet tracing a primal pattern across the carpet. This was a magical, golden bubble of time. These were the moments that defined the word nostalgia. A memory. A memory is a shimmering drop of nostalgic sunshine. The torch we all must hold.
Topic?
There's a certain slant of light, winter afternoons, that oppresses, like the heft of cathedral tunes. When it comes, the landscape listens. Shadows hold their breath. When it goes, 'tis like the distance, on the look of death.
Am I blind?
I hope not.
What the... How in the world did I get here? What is this place? Even in Buffalo, I never saw anything like this. It seems like the snow follows me wherever I go.
Okay. So it looks like it is flicking here. So there's no menu, so I can't do anything with the graphics. I will say that. So if it is jittery, I'm sorry, because it's not me. Right? There's nothing I can do about it.
Hey there, little guy. I guess wandering snow-covered wastelands gets to a little guy, huh?
Just
Wait a second.
fucking hovering ball of light that makes noises that you're gonna run towards. Why not?
Can you speak? I wonder what strange stories you'd have to tell me if I could understand you.
Well, I don't know. It's trying to say something. Hold still, damn it. It is pretty. I do like snow.
The cave looks like a good way out of the storm, but the entrance is blocked. I should find a way to open this door. Maybe there's a lock or something somewhere.
Blocked by what? An imaginary piece of light? So far this makes no sense. Why the hell am I even here?
What is that over there? Looks like some kind of weird ritual spot.
Uh-huh.
The person in this scrambled image looks familiar.
Click on it, tell them move it.
Sounds,
Okay.
They seem to line up with the photo in some strange way. Maybe if I solve the puzzle, it'll make more sense.
Probably. However, what I need to do is figure out what's the top. Okay, that's the top. Not that side then. Need the top. That's part of the top. Does that go in the middle with that there? Goes there. Oh, okay, you can just do it like that. Why? Is it there? Is that in the... Why would it let me to move some and not the others? Crash the bottom of that one. That's fine. I'm trying to bit if that should be up there. That's definitely the bottom. Brain's not working today. 2 seconds. So that's definitely there, which is fine. No, that doesn't go there. So maybe that's the top that go there. It's fine. It's that one I'm not too sure. Oh, so you do go there, that's fine. I wanna go there with, like I said, mine. Well, hang on a sec. Why can I move you and I can't move other ones? Like, oh, does it have to be in a... Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so diagonal I can move.
Whoa,
Okay.
it looks like solving the puzzle opened the door. And the man in this photo, I recognize him now. He's a philosopher that my dad loved, Paul Virilio. Virilio always talked about the ever-increasing speed of society, and these sounds seem to be speeding up. Maybe I should go back to the ice cave and see if I can go inside.
Maybe.
These odd noises are interesting. I could stay and listen to them for a moment too.
Okay. Odd noises, not gonna question it. Just gonna go. It didn't sound calming to me, to be fair.
Okay, what is that over there?
I don't
looks like
know.
there's something on it.
Got it yet, bitch. What is it?
How did this get here?
To pick.
This does not belong here. It was in my wallet. I know it was the last time I checked.
No, it wasn't. It was
What
on the
is
tray.
going on? I was 14 when my father gave me our only family heirloom, Jimmy Page's guitar pick. He carried it in his wallet for 3 decades, stuck
the blue
between
in
a
your
picture
hand?
of me and a signed photo of him with his Led Zeppelin idol. The 2 most important people in his life, he always joked. He folded it into my palm, this tiny triangle-shaped torch, days before his final breath escaped his body.
I think you get your nail
I can
varnish
still hear
wrong.
his voice in his music, pumping like the beat of his heart. These sounds are my birthright, and they've thrummed through my bloodstream like the tidal pulling of the moon.
Think the solver's too big for you too.
I'm definitely not in Buffalo anymore.
Kansas. Kansas anymore, Beth. Kansas. Not
Beautiful spheres these are. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
Uh-huh. You do anything different? Let's see, it was music based. There is some philosophy in here as well. Also, it said on the description. This
The
isn't
light
you.
around them, it's pulsating in time to the noises. It's like a society of shapes and songs.
Jason. So yeah, it's not usually the type of game I play. Excuse me. But I saw it on, I think it came up on kind of things I'd like, so I thought I'd try it. And it is on my
The
list.
spheres are making strange sounds, just like the last place. And there are a few more this time. I wish I could decipher what they were saying.
More than a few.
I should go on, but something about this place is soothing. Maybe I should stay a moment and catch my breath.
Okay. We'll stay a minute then. Yeah, it's not usually the type of play, but I thought, you know what, I want to branch out a little bit. I'm still going to do my horror. I like my horror, don't get me wrong. Do I actually get anything for sitting here? No. I mean, the music is really nice. Nice and calming, I guess. We'll just crack on. And go to the ice wall. Wow, there's a lot more here. Hey, boys!
Everything is interconnected. The lights and the music and the otherworldly ice shapes. But where did it all come from? And why does the number of spheres in another picture puzzle? The mechanism of this puzzle looks different from the first, however. Let's try it out and see who this photo is.
Why does it look different than the last one? I think that needs to be the top, so I'll go bum, 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 bum. Nope, that's alright. Oh, that one's wrong. Bum. Okay. So we go.
Aha, Louise Nevelson. I saw some of her sculptures during my travels, and she's fascinated me ever since. Art is a living thing, she said, and I feel as though these pillars must be alive in some sense to react in this way. These pools of light and sounds, they are finite, just as I am. Yet it seems there are countless ways they can reconfigure themselves. I've seen many relics of my past and self in this world, but it is all fractured. Reflections of memories and dreamlike simulacra, all woven together with the thread
Now that's
of
a game.
strange life. Whatever mysteries the snowy land holds, it is my duty to discover. This world is made of me, after all. I must step into its facets, both terrifying and awe-inspiring. They are nothing new. Just me. Just me.
Stairway to Heaven. Good song.
From the deepest reaches of Earth to the highest heights we go, I guess. And now the sun has gone down, leaving me in darkness. The shadows held their breath the day my father's soul slipped away from his body. Life became a poor imitation of itself, a simulacrum of existence. I rode trains in the shape of silver bullets in Japan. I stood in awe of the glittering fuchsia sunsets over the Atlantic in Colombia. I climbed the misty mountains of my ancestors in China. I witnessed the dancing ribbons of the aurora borealis during the never-ending darkness of a Finland winter. And in Iceland, I saw the most powerful sight of all. A towering church whose single, haunting spire formed a staircase leading straight to heaven. This is how I found myself again. This is how I found a way out.
Okay. I mean, I've seen the Aurora Borealis. I saw them in Lapland. If you haven't seen them, they're great. I was on a... Well, where did the bridge go? But Japan is somewhere I really want to go to. I'm sure Ari will love to hear that. But it's on my bucket list, to be honest. We just... One, can't really take the
My
band.
father told me stories of the Northern Lights. They were the spirits of our ancestors dancing across the skies, feet creating ribbons of light in their wake. In the great city in the sky, I imagine that he and I already tripped the light fantastic together, creating our own patterns with the otherworldly glow. Would you look at those spheres flying about? Perhaps they are like me, wandering about, trying to find their way in the world.
Perhaps they're just giant fireflies. So yes. Unfortunately, the bear, aka my youngest daughter, will not eat shit. So she's extremely picky. She wants tomato ketchup on absolutely fucking everything. Probably including sushi, which is... Don't even get me started on that. And she's one of these lovers of ham and pineapple pizza. And, you know my feelings on a ham and pineapple pizza. Fucking abomination. So, yeah, it's something that we really want to go to. Me and wife are going to try and do it at some point. It's just finding...
Perhaps I need a key of some sort. All of the clues so far are related to my life, so this must be as well. Wait, what about my dad's guitar pick?
Throw on top. So what I will say to RA, if you are watching, my friend, if you can
Everything
recommend...
in this strange world seems like my life was its blueprint. I hope I can unravel some of these mysteries. My head is spinning. The only way out is through.
That was a chapter. Okay. Yeah, if you can recommend anywhere in Japan to go to, apart from
I wonder
usual
what this
places.
place could be. Perhaps this room is the culmination of those voices I've heard. There are several of these unfamiliar pillars arrayed around the room. And maybe I should try to interact with one and see what happens.
Okay. So if you can recommend any places to go to in Japan that are out the way, maybe not fully out the way, but that are not the usual tourist traps, then we will add that to kind of the bucket list, because I think that's what I like to do. I like to explore Japan. I want to go see some Shinto shrines. I do want to see Tokyo, don't get me wrong, and potentially Osaka, but you know, I want to experience a lot, but there's only so much time we got. So any recommendations you got, Aria, would be greatly appreciated.
Oh yes, the rural landscapes of China. They were so starkly beautiful, especially compared to the rainbow-hued technological wonders of the modern cities there. I was so overwhelmed at the glitter and glow. It all felt futuristic, and yet not nearly as real as the slow and peaceful way of life in the countryside.
Okay. So there's plenty of music to listen to. I'm not flying through it, but...
I once spent a frozen and dark December in Finland. I became an animal, locked in the dark cave of my room, hiding away forever in a suspended hibernation that became deeper as the ice grew thicker. But one day, in the gloom of my own winter, a hymn made of pure light began to hum through my blood, as if calling me back from the darkness. When I followed it to its source, I stood in the town square, surrounded by the vibrating light of hundreds of human voices, all lifted together as one, the words of Sibelius, Finlandia, calling through Senate Square.
Expelliarmus.
My blood called back in response as the torchlight of sound filled me and overwhelmed me and swept me away from emptiness. This song and its sorrow, they remind me of that day when my fire burst again to flame.
So yeah, as I've just said, Expelliarmus, I will clarify, I don't do Harry Potter. It's about the only spell that my daughter keeps going on about. Expelliarmus and something to make them fly. Lengarium Leviosa is what she says. Whether I'm saying that right, I have no fucking clue. There's probably some Harry Potter fans out there that are gonna kick my ass for it, but I don't care. I don't care.
This reminds me of a museum I came across in Japan, with an exhibit very similar to this pool. I was entranced by it for hours, imagining cherry blossoms falling onto the surface of the water.
Trying to grow a cherry blossom in the minute.
Its bittersweet farewell, casting rose gold hues upon the still and reflective pool. While I waited my train that night, the soothing noise of the train station around me became warped and surreal. I could no longer identify the difference between the music of the station and the music of my mind. Reality shifted and cracked, like a shattered window pane, and I was untethered from its strangling hold for one blissful instant.
And that's just sound, that's not music. We do like a cherry blossom. I will put the link to the game in the description down below if you do want to try it yourself. Because I'm assuming that you can listen to the music for about 6 minutes or so on each of them, which is fine. But no, I know it says 25 to 40. I want to try and get the game finished, and it's not that long, but it's not as immersive as I thought it would be.
Darkness. All of the other portals have taken me into my past, but this is empty of anything like a memory. Or
2 seconds.
maybe not empty, just without visuals or sounds. But then, is it even a memory? I can smell the lushness of the flora and otherworldly perfume. And I feel the soft jungle dirt beneath my feet, but nothing else. It's like that saying, you forget what you want to remember and remember what you want to forget. If only I could see. But this space is locked tight, and I do not have the key to my own memories. Maybe it is for my own safety.
Solitary, maybe? Okay. Yeah, in case you want to you might be interested, I don't know. However, shoulders kind of sorted.
There has to be an end to this walk into mystery. This place is woven of relics from my past. And yet, I still have no idea what my purpose here is. All I have are wild guesses as to how these wonders formed. But this space is connected to me, somehow. There's too much of me in its warped sounds, blueprinted from my bones and sinew. sewn together with my veins and the fragile strings of my nerves. Is this the end? Or the beginning?
Yes, I had a steroid injection yesterday in my shoulder. Big 3 fucking inch needle slammed a couple of times, and so I'm in a bit of pain. So, but at least there's no operation needed, which is good. It means I can keep gaming, doing this for you guys. Because that was my one worry. Had something to the shoulder, it'd knocked me out for a couple of weeks, but thankfully not. At the moment.
Torchbearer.
What?
Hello?
You can speak?
Many voices inhabit me. I speak in all tongues, always.
I just want to know what I'm doing here, please. I want to know what has happened to me and my memory, and how I came to be here. I've wandered for so long. I just want some answers finally.
It is up to you. What would you trade to find out the truth?
That's what she reminds me.
I don't know. I don't have anything else left to sacrifice. I don't even have all of my memories.
Here is your choice. Choose wisely, as you will not return here again.
She reminds me of Diva Laguna from Fifth Element. Okay, so to abandon all ties in exchange for a glimpse of truth, or to hold on to oral anchor of your past. Truth. Although, this is where it's going to get philosophical, isn't it? Because in theory, if I give in, I mean, yes, you got your memories. Give in your memories, then you're going to turn around and say some shit like, it means nothing. Let's abandon and let's just see, shall we?
You are the light, Lass of the Rain Song. The reason for your journey was to remind you of who you are beneath the layers of skin and bone and thought and memory. To show you that within you lies the strength of lightning unbound. But lightning does not strike alone, and nor will you forevermore. All who come to this place have a choice. Those who have come before you and chosen to share their light as you have. You have met them already, in shapes and forms you do not recognize. This world is crafted from the shine of their souls and skins, and also from the sunshine of your own. To know is to illuminate, and with the surrender of your greatest treasure, you have passed our final test of light bringing. Now you will become a part of this world, and guide as we have in forms as yet unknown.
So it's become a sphere then.
Light the path forward and carry the fire for those who come after. With us all.
But what is the purpose of the sphere? Why are you bringing more people here to guide you if they're just going to turn into a fucking sphere again? Interesting. So presumably if you decide to not give up and hold out the past, then you don't become a sphere and you go back to just murmuring and sitting in your room looking at a guitar pick. I mean, there's plenty of music in there. Like I said, I will put the link to the game in the description down below as always. If you do want to try it, there's plenty of sound on there to listen to. But no, thank you. But it's probably worth a shot. It does have philosophical meaning. Some of it will mean more to others than anything else. But for me, it doesn't. So, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, let me know what you thought of it. If you have any thoughts on it itself, then please do let me know. RA, please do give me some recommendations for Japan for in the future. It will be very, very appreciated. Rather than doing the usual where all the tourists go and everything else you expected to see. It would be good to see different parts of Japan which are unknown to most tourists, but that most people should visit. However, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Videos come every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 GMT time. But for now, this was Ecstasy, Light, Inertia. I've been Smooth16. I thank you for joining me today, folks. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers!